And there we are. This was the last talk of DevX Conf 2022 on stage A. Pauline, you're just joining from stage B. How was it over there?
It was so much fun. I have to admit, I feel a little bit sad now we're wrapping things up. I think, I don't know, let me throw that question back to you, Michael. What was your favorite talk? Actually, you know what? What was your favorite highlight of DevX Conf 2022?
So,
if you could only pick one.
Yeah, I anticipated that question, so I've been thinking a little bit about it. And I think overall, it's just very inspiring, honestly, to watch all of these talks. It's just great to see that so many people are thinking about developer experience, but coming from different angles, but having kind of similar principles in mind. And I come back to this all the time, but we were talking about how we have tools and how we have best practices and like these softer things. And honestly, what my highlight is that those people that presented tools here at DevX Conf basically embodied all of the soft principles in building their tools. And that's what makes their tools so great and what makes them so valuable for a conference. So that was definitely Zed, who we just saw here today. That was definitely Backstage, which was just very, very detailed in everything that they did, and also Fig yesterday. So I think that was my highlight. What was yours?
Amazing. Okay, I think, I can't choose between all of the talks, but the one that has really stayed with me is the how to onboard people in a day with Wilson, who was our final speaker in stage B. And the reason I really enjoyed that is he put humans at the forefront of his talk. And sometimes as developers, we often forget that. We focus on the tools, we focus on productivity, we focus on people being resources rather than actual humans. And I really related to that. And I'm really excited to have all the videos spliced so that people can go back and watch them. And I was going to say as well, I know I only asked for one highlight from you, Michael, but I'm going to add one more. And I think it's because it's the fact that we got a lot of engagement over the last 2 days. And it's just been such a joy to see everyone connect with new people and learn and share ideas too.
Definitely. And it's been great to see the interaction on Twitter also, because on the one hand, this event is happening live, but also, I've been speaking to people on our team earlier today who were saying like, okay, I'm going to check out in my lunch break. I'm going to watch a talk from yesterday. I saw people on Twitter watching things. So I really like that we have it live, but also we have this asynchronous element to the conference. And one more, so this is my last highlight, is the power of remote development, and the significance of that, I think, was so clear throughout this conference from a couple of different angles. And it's really exciting that we have solutions that we think will solve the problems of remote development, but they're not like well established just yet. And it will probably be fun to look back at this 5 years from now and basically, crack jokes about how we were so early and had to still figure out how remote development and remote collaboration would work going forward, because it's definitely here to stay.
Absolutely. I mean, this is what this conference is about as well, constantly being referenced in the future, I hope. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that, Michael. So let's wrap up the event then. So you spoke about Twitter. People are still here waiting, listening to our every word just because of swag. But I just want to say again, thank you so much for all of the engagement on Twitter. It's been amazing to see how people are tuning in and key learnings and things. So in order for, I don't have the other pieces of swag, so I keep flashing up these stickers. But yeah, we've picked 5 and I'll just go through them. If you see your name here, please get in touch with me. You can drop by on Discord and tag me, or find me on Twitter. So we ready? I was going to do drum roll, but we couldn't quickly download a drum roll sound to add to the slides. So, okay, the first one is from I think this is Jeffrey, who has been hanging out in every single stage for the last like 2 days, and that's really I really like this tweet. I had to reread it a couple of times because I didn't understand it immediately, but I was like, that is cool, a really awesome tweet. So thank you for
I
sharing that.
retweeted it. It
Oh,
was a
did
very
you?
smart one. Yeah,
It's a
I really
really good
liked it.
one.
It
Yeah,
really
it's so
related very
good.
well to our theme.
Exactly, it's just so clever. And then we've got Josh as well, and Josh has been around in the DevX space and has supported us with like Twitter Spaces in the past. And I just think, Josh, you deserve some swag. And also, this tweet, actually shipping things that matter is part of developer experience. It doesn't matter how fast you're moving if you're moving in the wrong direction. Really love that. Great takeaway. Thank you for tweeting. Our next one is from Michael. Code Porn, and this is, I mean, you have so many great tweets. I just like his setup, to be honest. And there's also a picture with him and his skateboard. Well, not him, but his skateboard. And I thought that was cool because we all have skateboards in the background. So really nice touch. And then this one, just because there's a cat, it's great to have pets. So yeah, there you go. And then our final one is this one by Kruno. And I just liked how a lot of, there was quite a few attendees actually who were trying to switch between two stages and at the same time to try and soak in both pieces of information. So I really liked this tweet. Again, for those who have flashed up on the screen, get in touch with me and we'll get your details to send you some cool Gitpod swag. And with that, Michael, I will pass on to you for sponsors.
Yeah, so all of this would not have been possible without the sponsors that are supporting us in our organization. Although it should be said that we're just putting in the work and we're taking all of the money from sponsors to donate it towards open source projects that you could vote for and that we want to support. So I want to call out Tailscale, JetBrains, Atomic Jar, WorkOS, Slim AI, Octeto, Swim, and CodeC, and thank them very much for helping us and supporting our efforts with DevX Conf, a conference purely dedicated to developer experience.
Thank you, everyone. And also, just again, with the open source funding, the voting is still open. So please head over there if you haven't voted already.
And a big thank you to the team. So this is our team at Gitpod, and Sarah, a community hero from Gitpod. All of them have worked tirelessly on this conference, as CodePawn pointed out in the comments just now. You didn't see all the work that's behind this conference, and we can tell you it's quite a lot. Thank you, Pauline. I think you did the heavy lifting for this conference. So yeah, we're really proud of you.
Thank you. And then Michael, do you want to go ahead?
And yeah, final thank you goes out to all of our speakers from across the world who dialed in basically from, I think, 7 in the morning till 2 in the middle of the night, or 2 in the morning of the next day, and were present here. I think we really had a quite incredible collection of people from different domains, very interesting companies, and it was so awesome to see that all of you care so much about this topic that we're dedicating this conference to.
Amazing. And yes, please stay updated and follow us on Twitter. So we'll be sharing more highlights and other DevX content. Quick plug, I am the host of the DevX podcast with our CTO, Chris. And we hope to post more podcast episodes there talking about developer experience with various industry experts like we had today in today's conference. So yeah, follow us on there. We also have a newsletter, DevX Digest, where we will summarize a lot of the content that you've heard today. So don't forget to subscribe to that. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm like slightly getting emotional. I wanted to say thank you again to everyone who has tuned in. You've really made this conference a lot of fun. And we will, like, the whole GitPod team is on our Discord server. We will continue the conversations around developer experience on there. We have dedicated channels for it. So this isn't the end of it. I also wanted to point out that if you do want to get involved next year, with DevX Conf, either organizing or maybe speaking or sponsoring. Again, speak to us on Discord or send us an email, get in touch with Michael or myself, and we would love to get you involved again for next year. Amazing. Well, I think that is us now. And yeah, just thank you again, everyone, and we'll see you online.
Thanks so much for your participation. It was a lot of work to get this done, but I think all your comments and your participation has given us all the energy 10 times back. Thank you so much. See you
Thanks,
next time.
everyone.